you dealing with not only men and their mental issues, but black men and our mental. It's
a difference.
It's not discussed at all. Like
right.
And it's so much trauma that we ignore in the black community, where we're told to toughen up. Hey man, all that crybaby ass shit, man up.
Man up.
And when we do bring our problems out front, we scold it. We dehumanize. We seem soft. We seem weak.
So we hold it in. Then when we pop off, we crazy, right?
Welcome back to another episode of the I-70 podcast. What I'm on, episode 4? I believe it's episode 4. I'm your host, Jonathan Little, a.k.a. John, a.k.a. pay rent late this month, a.k.a. I'm still going to go out, a.k.a. my date don't know about this, because I'm going to spend money like I'm up, and we're going to have a good time. But listen, today we have a very special guest in the building. I say a special guest because it's the message that is most important. It's a lot of different, variables with having the host that I'm having today. And I was excited because not only is he a black man with his own brand, but it's the message that brand is bringing. You know what I mean? It's the message that it's bringing. It's a very important message that when I met him, and we'll get into the backstory on how I met him, but the message that he's pushing, I don't really see too many people kicking it the way he's kicking it in the fashion and the way he's doing it. No pun intended with the fashion brand. No pun intended. You know what I'm saying? I don't know too many people, and that's me being honest, not because he's sitting next to me. I don't know too many people pushing this message that this brother's pushing. So without further ado, we have a very special guest in the building again. By the way, his name is Tre Hill. Tre Hill in the building.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm excited to be here. This is fun.
And look, we drinking. My dog came with something because he didn't want to be, he seemed quiet and reserved. He had to, get himself out. And it's good because I talk a lot, he talk a lot. So it's going to be a good interview.
Facts.
We're going to bounce on.
We got a lot to say.
We got a lot to say. We got a lot to talk about. So first and foremost, let's do it this way. Who is, in a nutshell, who is Tre Hill?
Ooh, hit me with it hard.
Yeah, out the way.
Somebody who's, had a lot of things go on in his life growing up that made things harder, but someone who always kind of pushed through.
Okay.
Someone that loves to be around people, loves to smile, loves to be happy, loves to be around his friends, but also someone who recently went through a lot of bad things in life at one time.
Yeah.
If you spread it out with a lot of the things that I had been through that, kind of made things hard for me, it wouldn't seem like a terrible life, It's not like I didn't have things growing up, you feel me? But just in succession and dealing with problems all at one time.
Okay.
By yourself after kind of having life planned out the way you wanted it. And then boom,
Absolutely.
Got to switch it up, got to figure it out, and still keep a smile on your face with everybody else, because you don't want to be that guy that's just the Debbie Downer.
No.
I'm never that. So
yeah.
I could be going through everything. I'm still gonna be dancing. I'm still gonna be smiling. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm still gonna have a good time. But I guess that if that answers your question,
absolutely, because that's a subjective question, and you're gonna give it. You're gonna tell the world who you are, only you could tell who you are.
Right.
So, and then let's get into the brand. So, the 21 Experiment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I love the name, but it's the meaning and the design of it, which is probably most intriguing. Okay.
Yeah.
So, first and foremost, when did you come up with the brand?
Oof. So
the 21 Experiment.
Okay, so the 21 Experiment is something I came up with after realizing that I was going through some mental health issues.
Okay.
So you're going through it, right? I'm not believing in it.
Okay.
I'm not even thinking I have any type of depression or anxiety. I'm just like, times are rough right now.
Right.
And then after like accepting it and studying it a little bit more, listening to podcasts that talk about it and, just reading up on it, I realized that a lot of symptoms that they was talking about, I'm like, I did that today.
Yeah.
It was like going on WebMD. You think you got cancer.
Man,
it was that type of thing.
Don't Google. If you sick, everybody know, don't hit Google.
Fact.
Google gonna think you finna be out of there in a week if you don't go get help.
Right. You got a terminal illness.
For sure.
But basically, once I started to study it and really, give it the power it deserves, which is you can't do anything if your mental's not right.
That's right.
You know what I mean? That's why Kobe was so good. That's why Jordan was so good. They wasn't the most athletic of all time, It was their mental game, their preparation, their discipline. So once I realized that mine was out of whack and I kind of started fixing everything in my life, everything started playing out exactly how I needed it to.
Right.
To the point where I felt like I had to give back. Okay. Like, I'm like, nah, I know 50 people I could think of in my phone right now that's going through exactly what I'm going through.
And they don't know it.
They don't know because they don't believe it. They just like me.
Just like
you know what I mean? I couldn't go home and tell my uncle or my mom or my cousins, like, hey, this is what I'm going through. I think it's depression. They're going to be like, bro, you've been around some Desperate Housewives and Lee's Summit, and now you think you're depressed. They would have just kind of threw it off. But it was real, man. And once I started figuring out how to handle those problems, because I look at it kind of like sobriety, right? Like if somebody is sober, they used to be, let's say, an alcoholic. Every day they get a chip, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Every day is a win for them. And that's how I feel, how it is for me. But now I know my triggers. Okay. Now I know, little tips and help to break me out of that little shell. It could be something as simple as getting a haircut or getting up, getting dressed, cleaning up your house, playing a happy playlist. I got this dope playlist called the Happy Playlist.
I got a happy playlist too, bro.
I'm talking about makes you feel like your mom cooking in the kitchen.
I'm gonna have to get that from bro. Because that's me.
I'm telling you, it's
I clean up to old schools.
Exactly, same. It's a bunch of old schools on there. Everything you could think of, man. Same. Just like when you're in the shower, you start that in the morning. Your whole day gonna go a little bit better. I'm electric sliding in the bathroom.
Yes,
now.
sir. Listen, I've been thinking about getting a Bluetooth joint for the bathroom.
Hey, they got the little lights now. You can do that.
See, with. I might wild out if I get
that. Just to kind of finish up your question. Once I got through it, I wanted to help other people. Now everybody that knows me knows I rock hats all the time. Like I didn't used to go to Society, which is a club out here in KC for everybody that's not, around here. They didn't like hats. Remember, now they changed it. Now you can rock hats.
This is stories you're not getting nowhere else. But I-70. Go ahead, bro.
You wouldn't catch Tre at Society. It wasn't like I didn't think it was a nice place. I just didn't think it was nice enough to tell me I can't wear a hat.
Right.
When my hat wasn't gonna be just some, bummy looking hat. Like it's part of my fit. You know how it is, especially as a black guy. Like I could put a hat on and make my fit 10 times better than if I didn't have a hat.
The hat, if you're gonna wear the hat, it finishes the fit.
It does. And that's just how I rock it, right?
Yeah.
So I got friends that probably never see my hair because they only see me when we out and about. I rock hair all the time.
I've never seen your hair, bro. I see you all the time.
I gotta show them sometimes. Like I don't got no receding hairline. I don't got no balls, but I still got hair. I just rock a hat because it's my style. So my way of giving back was going to be just, talking to people and telling them like, hey, this is what I went through, bro. You need to try it. Yeah. You need to do these things. You need to talk to a therapist, actually open up about what you're going through so that you could look yourself in the mirror like I wasn't able to at the time. Right. But I was like, that's going to be hard. They probably hear stuff like this all the time. They probably, they know they could YouTube some stuff or whatever. So I was like, I've been wanting to make my own hat brand for a minute. I own like 200 hats.
Now we're going to look. Now we're going to get into that. Go ahead. I got you.
Right.
I got you.
So basically I was like, I could start my own hat brand.
Yes, sir.
And not just be like, hey, buy my hat because it's cooler than the one you got. I wanted it to be like, buy this hat to remind you of what you got past or going through, or somebody you love that might have, chose a different route that's not here no more.
Right.
I wanted it to be a dope hat that you could rock, but become a statement piece that is kind of an icebreaker now. If you don't even know me and I see you with my hat on and I got a hat on, we gonna connect. We could talk. Hey, bro, I like your hat. I know what that's about. Blah blah blah. And that's the vibe I'm getting back from people like yourself and other people that support the brand.
Because his hat is killing it in the city. If you're not out in the nightlife here in Kansas City, you won't get it. You won't understand it fully.
Right.
But if you ever, I see this man every blue moon. I see him coming through. I may man L see him come through.
Right.
But you see his hat everywhere here in Kansas City.
Man, that makes me so happy.
And I gotta ask you, how does that make you feel?
I'm telling you, it never gets old, bro. And anybody that be around me, I could be driving and see somebody like in the McDonald's parking lot drive-through with a hat on. I can see it because they got their windows down. I will go pull over.
Yeah.
Hey, bro. Thanks for rocking my hat. Like, it's still that way for me. It'll never get old because I made this logo. I used to draw this logo since I was, like, in 8th grade. Like, because 21, I've been obsessed with that number. And quick thing, if you notice, the logo, it looked almost like those little S's we used to draw back in the day with the 3 lines.
Facts.
That's how it came about.
Yeah.
Connect them.
Oh, that is hard. Okay.
Right. So then I integrated that style almost when I was creating my logo,
Okay.
and I wanted it to just be one logo, not like a Yankee sign where it got two.
Yeah.
So that's how the one kind of came into play.
What was your first hat that you can remember?
It was a navy blue Yankee hat.
This man, look, he remembered like you know how quick that was? A navy blue Yankee hat.
New era, fitted.
Gift from a family?
Huh?
Gift from a family member, I assume?
Yeah, it was a gift. I actually wore it to a Jets game. My brother had took me to a Jets game, but it was my first hat that I had got. And you got to think back in the day, I'm from Jersey, so
shout out Jersey.
Navy blue, facts. Jersey,
What part of Jersey?
973.
Talk to him.
Newark, New Jersey, baby. Also Carteret 732. Y'all know what it is.
God, he just ran that shit on. Go ahead, bro. Yeah, that way.
Brick City, baby. We
yes,
in the building.
I was finna say Brick City, Newark, but I didn't want to fuck up and that'd be like something wrong.
Right. You right.
Brick City.
Brick City. But basically, navy blue Yankee hat, wheat Timbs, fresh out the box.
Oh yeah,
that's
Newark.
That's an East Coast fit.
Newark.
You feel me?
Somebody's car gonna get broken into after this interview. Newark.
Car theft capital of the world.
Listen to me, New Jersey Drive. That's one of my favorite movies,
hey,
bro.
That's a classic, baby. That's a classic.
We're gonna stay on track. We're gonna keep it professional.
So, go ahead.
No. Go ahead. Finish what you were saying.
I was just gonna say, that was my favorite hat growing up because I could have on all red and throw on a navy blue Yankee hat.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jay-Z, he was my favorite rapper at the time. Still one of my all-time favorites. But that my first hat that I made a navy blue hat, and I did it on a New Era hat.
How old were you when you did this?
No, I'm saying this is when I started the brand.
Gotcha.
But customizing my own hats was always my thing. I used to get painter's markers.
Okay.
And you could paint on like clothes with their markers. You shake them up, you hear the little rattle. And on the stitching, I would dye the stitching. Yeah, so I'll get a navy blue Yankee hat, right? But now mine's navy blue and green because I painted green on the 21 and then do it on the New Era flag.
Now you getting good feedback because we kids. Or you getting good feedback when you doing
Bro,
it?
how you get that one? I ain't never seen that one. But
Okay.
we on the East Coast, we love hats. We all rocking fitteds. Nobody had my fitteds.
Yeah.
They didn't know what I was doing because it looked so clean. And then I would go to lids that pay $8 and put Trills on the side.
Yeah.
And Trills is my nickname because it's Tre Hill.
Gotcha.
And I was a hooper too. So we just that whole swag, that whole style is all based off.
And you make sure you get 21.
Your kicks. And, for sure. I'm not playing if I can't get 21.
Yeah.
Y'all better, whoever got 21 on the team, he can't wear it no more. That's how that number, you know what I mean, feel for me.
See, and I could, once again, when I was reading up and I seen you talk about how early on in your life you always been customizing hats, the first thing I thought of, like, damn, I know how you customize sneakers, but I'm like, damn, he's customizing hats. Once again, first, I don't know nobody who could say, bro, I've been customizing hats.
Right.
You know, I mean, I took, New Era fitteds and made it my own. I got everybody, hey, man, where you get that hat from? So did you know that that's what you wanted to do?
No. So
you just loved hats?
It really started with loving shoes, right?
Okay.
So I love shoes, but I would get the shoes that was the crazy colors.
Right.
Now, my fit, I ain't going to always have highlighter green in the closet. You get what I'm saying? But my shoes might be highlighter green. And I want to rock them.
Right.
I can't just put on all black, all white all the time. You feel me? So I could do that. I could wear all black, just like what I got on right now. I could put on those lime green shoes, and then I could have a black hat and paint in the lime green on the 20. Now that fit go together. It looked like I bought them at the same place at the same time.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where it all started. I was in love with shoes, and I needed my shoes to still match my fit, but my mom wasn't about to go buy me all types of different clothes to match that. So I made it work. White tees and black tees when I was in school.
You can't
feel
go
me? That's
wrong.
all I needed. So I'm still one of the flyest ones in school. Still was up for best dressed, and that's really how I was moving.
White T-shirt.
Yeah,
You
clean,
good, bro.
baby. Fresh white tee too. Don't get it twisted. I might leave a tall tee sticker on it back in the day.
Yeah. And that was I think about that, bro. That was a wild, the tall T era. Somebody got to do a movie or a mixtape
Facts.
or something, bro, about the tall T era.
It's so hard to show people nowadays because we look whack. I'm talking. I used to get my Tim's airbrush.
Bro,
you feel me?
That was the time to be. I missed them.
Killer
days,
Cam, Dipset.
They not understanding, bro. This when Dipset had the world in a chokehold.
What?
Had the world in a
Joel Santana?
chokehold.
Bro.
The world was in a chokehold.
It was. Everybody rocking pink.
Everybody, bro. Cameron pulled out that damn pink mink with the pink Range Rover, and we all lost it. Now, there's some 90s baby shit we kicking.
Facts. With a sidekick phone. What you know about it,
You
bro?
don't know nothing about this. You know nothing. I remember my Uncle Calvin. Shout out my Uncle Calvin. He pulled out that damn sidekick. I'm like,
you ain't gonna never have a girl tell you no to get their phone number if you flip that screen on that sidekick right in front.
And there's a whole keyboard waiting.
Right, yeah, type it in.
Now, look, I'm going to do an episode about two ways. We ain't going to do it yet.
Yeah,
We'll have a whole episode about two ways. This is real 90s baby
Big
shit
facts.
we giving up.
Big
Yeah?
facts.
Okay, so you're going through school, 21, always your basketball number.
Right.
Okay, but you still have no idea that one day you're going to have a
hat brand.
No,
everybody been telling me my whole life, bro, why you don't just make your own hats? But I'm in sales, but you know, I've always been selling services, right? So I do insurance sales now. That's what kind of bankrolled everything to get everything started here. I've been doing that since 2011.
You enjoy that? Sidebar?
I love sales.
Me too.
I could sell salt to a slug. You feel me?
I feel the same way, bro.
And it's a hustle for me. I grew up around a lot of hustlers. I won't talk about how they move, but
yeah,
you still learn the same tactics
because it's the same.
It is. The work you put in is the money you're gonna get out of it, right? So I can always appreciate that. That's why I like barbers too. It's like if I need to make money, I need to cut more hair.
I wish I was a barber, bro.
So that's another sidebar. We'll
got you. Yeah, I got you.
But anyway, dang.
No, I got you because I'm always keep you on track. So 21, you never knew that it was gonna be. You never knew it was gonna be a hat brand for you,
right? So people used to talk about it all the time, right? And I thought about like making my own hat, but I fell in love with New Era hats. You understand? Like, why would I try to change something that's so perfect?
That hat meant everything. That New Era,
bro. New Era hats, and I still like. I look at the hats I got at the crib and want to rock them, and I'm like, I can't do. I gotta put mine on now just for promotion purposes. And
do you wear other? Are you strictly rocking? 21 Experiment.
I have not put on another hat in public since I started my brand. Because I started thinking about it, and I'm actually doing something that hopefully is helping other people.
Absolutely.
So how hard is it for me? I already made the colors I like.
Facts.
I could make my own color. It ain't that no more. I could customize one of my hats if I need to on like right now and go get some markers if I needed to do something crazy. So I'm like, if I used to do that with New Era when I wasn't helping nobody, just trying to look cool, I could suck it up and rock my own hats. And if I want to rock their hat so bad, I will recreate that exact hat with my logo.
So now, do you keep? Because you said you got over 200 hats. Mm-hmm. You just keeping them?
They're my inspiration.
Okay.
They literally like a shrine in my closet. I got a whole bunch of shelves that most people with a lot of shoes would be like, "Oh my God, I could put all my shoes here, all nice hats all over the place, and they're dope." And I'm talking about stacked. So I have like a whole stack of I got you. But a bunch. So like you'll see like 5 sections of like LA hats, right? Dodgers hats. But it's like 10 of them in each stack.
Got you.
And I'm talking colors that you've never seen drop because I got them in 8th grade.
And you're not looking to you're not looking to do no resale with your stock. It's just that's your inspiration. You're gonna keep. Are you still collecting hats? Let me ask that.
Yeah, well, it's hard that you like when you ask me that because they're my babies. Like I got hats in there I haven't worn since freshman year of high school, but I love to look at that hat and it's just in the closet looking good. And guess what? Since I like it so much, I've recreated it. I've recreated a bunch of them, and there's so many styles that come back into play.
Yeah.
So people are like, bro, you know what I mean? You're gonna keep dropping different colors every time. You're gonna run out of ideas. I'm like, my ideas are literally in my closet, and I know they work because when I first seen them, that's what made me jump to it.
Smart man.
So I don't think I'll sell them. I think maybe one day give them to like if I have a kid.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let me pass these down for
you. Been waiting to show you this shit here.
You feel me?
You gonna rock these hats.
You gonna rock them all over your eyebrows, and you're not gonna be able to see unless you go like this.
Son might try to sell them though. That's them the resale babies, bro. He gonna be like, man, my daddy got a cold ass blase collection, hat, and he gonna sell it. Okay, so let me give a backstory on how I met this gentleman. I'm working at Bridges, right, and random night. I've never met him before. I just moved up here. I'm not from KC. So I'm in Bridges, I'm working, and I see this guy come through, and he got like a book bag on. But he got like his hats in the book bag. But it's like a clear joint where you can see
the duffel bag I had.
The duffel bag. You still got the dufful bag?
It's in the trunk right now. Come on now.
See? So y'all know I'm not lying. He verifying this. He got the duffel bag on, though, in the club. Mm-hmm. First, when I see him, first thing I say is, oh, that motherfucker's a hustler.
Oh, facts. Girl can't get my number unless she buy a hat. You feel me?
Talk heavy.
That
is a man who's about his product, okay?
I got stuff to do, baby.
Talk heavy. So I see him with the hat on. With the book bag. And I'm like, damn, buddy in here selling hats. You know, I love entrepreneurship. That's me.
Same.
So when I see him, when I saw you, I'm like, oh, let me just go see.
Let me just talk to him.
Because you was already giving your pitch. I could tell you he's in sales, bro. Because look, I'm gonna keep the story going. So I walk over to him, he giving his pitch, and he's telling us about the hats. It's me and like, mind you, y'all, this the end of the night.
Right.
The club, everybody's leaving. He probably
unzipping.
Man, he's the last one in the club, hustling. So he's showing us the hats. By the way, I bought a hat, and look, I got a story. I'm gonna finish this story off with a story. So he get to telling us about the hats. It's me and a couple other security guards. About 3 of us buy hats. I bought one myself. I bought the black joint.
Oh, we're at Bridgers.
We're at Bridgers.
Oh, I remember.
The all black with the black too. It's all black.
Oh, you got the blacked out one. You know how many people want that hat, man?
Now,
you can resell that if you want to.
Listen, damn that. Because he told me black my favorite color. Mm-hmm. So he telling me, he like, this one limited edition. Like this one of them ones. And he only had one more left.
Ooh.
And so I got it. So if y'all looking for the nigga with the hat,
holla at him.
I got it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I met this gentleman. And once he explained the message, I didn't need to hear nothing else.
I appreciate that.
You understand me? Like, because he's a hell of a salesman. Because like I told you, he's in the middle of a nightclub, busy night. Everybody's leaving, going to do what they do. He's spending the rest of his night hustling hats, in the club.
Right.
Now,
it's funny you say that because I appreciate people that notice that. Because I used to be in the club getting girls.
Talk heavy.
Having fun. Every time you see me, I had a group of girls around me having a good time, like just being honest, right? And now I'm picturing myself seeing somebody come in the club selling something. It don't matter what it is, right? But like I had to lie to security to get it in there. Like I'm making that move. Like, bro, I ain't gonna sell no hats in here.
Yeah.
The other guy was like, he gonna sell them damn hats.
Yeah.
I looked at him. I was like, man, if y'all don't let me buy, I got a bunch of people. We had a table. I'm like, you're gonna have to let me do what I want to do. So I'm taking it that far of like downplaying, what I could flex and be, or to get the baddest girls in there, because I'm single, right? So I could be on that, and I know it knocks you down a notch if you in there. It seems like I'm out there peddling at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not peddling something that they want in the club. I'm peddling something that's really just means something to me.
For sure.
And I had to humble myself to do that, but that's how important the message is for me, because I know when it clicked to somebody, and y'all don't get to see the messages that I get from people that just follow me.
Right.
I might not have ever met these guys, bro, and they'll hit me up and be like, hey, man, this hat means a lot to me. I contemplated suicide not too long ago, and I can't repost them. If they put a hat on, I share it every time.
There you go.
I can't repost that story, though.
Right.
So guess what get me up in the morning? Guess what makes me, when I don't want to go out and when I want to leave the bag in the car, what makes me grab that bag every time and go in there and talk to people and tell them about the brand, even if I'm just trying to enjoy myself. It means so much to so many people, and everybody usually suffers in silence when it comes to something like this. So
sure.
I appreciate you recognizing that, because it's not easy for me, even though I try to make it look easy. It
was because, listen, and this is me being honest, I've never seen nobody do that before. That's a fact, bro. Yo. I've never seen nobody in the club. Mind you, bro, we in the club. This one Bridges is thumping at the time. This one Bridges popping.
It's lit.
It's shoulder to shoulder in that motherfucker. And you see a gentleman
duffel bag making people move.
The big boy duffel bag. I ain't talking about no small little. No, he got the motherfucker that you got to put on your back.
Right.
Long as hell, goddamn me, and it's just hats. So
clear, so you can see them.
Clear.
Yeah,
I came from behind the bar.
Yep.
I said you was in the back. I never forget it.
I was waiting on my friend that worked there.
And you was sitting there doing your 1-2, and I said, man, let me go see what bro tomorrow. I know he's selling hats. Walked over there, but like, I just wanted to flex on y'all real quick. I got that hat. I don't know when he gonna put that one back out. But I got that motherfucker.
It'll be a while, so you can flex for a little bit.
I should have worn my shit, bro, but it's all right. I got it. That shit.
So to hit on your part about the club, guess where I was at when I was going through it the most?
In the club.
Every weekend. Now, guess who let me in with this hat bag? Because they see me in the club every weekend.
Talk to me.
So guess where I now have they not letting nobody else bring T-shirts in there selling.
No, sir.
They don't even. Hey, I don't show ID at clubs because they know that I'm 21. Well, and I promise you, they let me walk in with that hat bag.
Yeah.
P&L. They don't let nobody in with a bag. They're like, oh, that guy being here all the time. He be selling hats. Hey, let him through. They show me love in KC now, and I swear it's like everything comes full circle.
For sure.
The place I was at all the time trying to drink my problems away, sex my problems away, just not be alone. So I just out there fake smiling, fake, dancing to just get a new feeling in my body so I'm not depressed is now the places that I've profited the most. And that's why a lot of people that go out in KC are like, yo, your hats are all over. And it's like, it's all over the places in KC that's nightlife because
it's all over.
That's where I've been.
It is all over, bro. Like,
I appreciate that.
I'll be on Instagram and you'll just see somebody, everybody live regular lives.
They don't even tag me. Because
they don't even tag you.
Because they just wearing a hat that they bought.
Facts, they don't tag them. Like, you got some. I don't want to like my dog ain't getting no tags. But majority of the people I see with his hat on, it's just a regular person. They fit it up. It's the finishing touch. Boom.
Right.
And you can't mistake his hat.
It's so obnoxious.
You can't mistake his hat.
It's
you see
so
it.
obnoxious.
Boom.
It's like, what does that 2 mean? That's the number one question. What does that 2 mean?
And I didn't even see the 2-1. 2 is my favorite number.
You ain't
so
seen
when I seen the 2 on his hat, I said, I was gonna see about that because 2 my favorite number. And he's like, nah, bro, it's 2-1. He showed me how to 1 in there. I'm like,
right. And then once you see it, you can't unsee it.
You can't unsee it. That's a fact.
Right.
Fact. Okay, so now let's dive into this topic of mental awareness, because from the environments that we hail from, it's not normal to deal with.
It's not. I won't say accepted, but it's not acknowledged.
Okay, right. Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I know a lot of bad kids that probably just had ADHD.
Yeah.
I know a lot of really bad kids that might have had bipolar disorder. Absolutely. I know, you know what I mean? In the black community.
Yes, sir.
He's just bad. Look at him. He just do whatever. He can't sit down in school. He can. It's way more ways. Like, there's literally books written on this on how you can handle it or what they might need or ways to, not trigger them or put them in a situation of peace that isn't, the belt or punishment or timeout, whatever, that route may be. So you're right. It's just something that hasn't really been discussed because how many therapists that look like me and you? That's
a fact, bro. And therapy is not praised in the communities we come from. You know what I mean?
It's church.
It's church.
It's
and
church.
That's a whole different episode for a whole nother.
Right.
I'm about to bring Dog back for that one.
Right.
We got to talk about the church.
That's what got me started on this stuff. It was I had prayed to God to get me out of my situation, but still did the work of learning about what I was going through. And then I got through it so fast that I looked up. I remember I was in my bedroom. I looked up and I was like, oh, you need me to hold my promise. I need to do something. And then it all kind of fell into place. So I do feel like what I'm doing is touched by what I was praying about,
For sure.
No matter what people believe in, it's what I believe in. And that's what keeps me going as well. But you're right. The black community doesn't have that many options outside of church to
deal with our problems.
Right. Because
it's a lot.
The parents wouldn't know.
The parents wouldn't know.
It's toughen up. You'll be all right.
Facts.
Even if you tell some of your homies, like, you'll be all right. Imagine if you're depressed over a girl.
Yeah.
Your homie's going to look at you like, man, if you don't.
And I think that's what, for me, bro, that's what touches me the most. Me being transparent about your message, bro, is you dealing with not only men and their mental issues, but black men and our mental. It's
a difference.
It's not discussed at all. Like,
right.
And it's so much trauma that we ignore in the black community where we're told to toughen up. Hey, man, all that crybaby ass shit, man up. And when we do bring our problems out front, we scold it. We dehumanize. We seem soft. We seem weak.
So we hold it in. Then when we pop off, we crazy, right?
Pop off, we crazy. And that would lead us either to the jailhouse or the graveyard.
Right.
When all it was issues.
Build up that we couldn't talk about.
And so why do you think that is, bro? Why do you think that it's not discussed as much as it would be in a suburban community?
I think it's something that was new to a lot of people, right? And not to sound weird, but like then when mental health really started being prevalent, the white people got it first.
Absolutely.
I could call any of my white friends about, oh, I got a therapist for you.
Facts.
My whole family uses them. It was just something that I didn't know about. We didn't talk about, in the black community. So I think now we're trying to get on board with it. But I mean, it's a lot of people sitting in jail that probably just had mental health conditions, probably that could have been diagnosed at a younger age, probably could have been treated, to deal with it, or now have mental health issues after being incarcerated. You get what I'm saying?
We know those come.
Oh, for sure. So I honestly think you learn everything from your parents, right? Or the people you're around. And if they didn't have it,
passed down trauma, huh?
Who's it up to kind of get into it? It's really up to our type of generation, but we can't get help from them because they're just now getting into it.
Facts.
Mom and dad might need to go to therapy if we're being honest.
If we're being honest.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just a slow process, and I think eventually it'll get there. And that's part of the reason I call it the experiment, because I don't feel like experiments are supposed to be tested and proven, right?
Okay.
And then after it's proven, let's say mental health awareness it becomes a real thing. Everybody knows about it. Everybody talks about it. I'm going to have a different mission after that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm going to experiment with something else that the community needs. And that's why I kept it as the 21 experiment. We could do 21 different projects.
Yeah. And see, man, that's dope to me, man, because, being, two, young black men maneuvering our way through America, man. Yeah. We at that age now where we can convey our message. Right. We can articulate our feelings now.
Oh, for sure.
And we can tell you now that growing up, we both can have the same experience, because if you grew up in the ghetto, you relatively had the same experience.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
And as two young black men, him being from Newark, me being from St. Louis, I guarantee you our stories are exactly the same.
Yeah.
Different lingo.
Yep.
Different,
different outfits.
That's it, bro.
Different music, maybe. But,
come on, man,
but at the end of the day, I could go to your barbecue and be just fine.
And
you can come play spades up top. I might have to teach you a new rule that you ain't used to play.
No. Y'all play spades different up north?
Nah, I'm just saying. We might do deuces wild. We might do ace high. We might do.
No, we do ace high. But we asked that before the game.
We might start with the two of clubs, no matter who dealt. We got some different rules. But but if you're a spades player, you'll jump right on in.
Listen,
sometimes we play bags when we keeping score. Sometimes we don't.
I got that. See, I know what bags. It's just different terminology. I know what bro talking about for sure. Because I'm a spades player.
Facts.
I kick ass in spades.
Same.
So the point that I'm getting at is just that, bro. It's not. I know that there's trauma in the ghetto, bro. And if you're not from the ghetto, you'll watch Fox News and think that shit is just all fine and dandy. And no, it's real trauma going on in the ghettos of America and ghettos around the world. But we speak it specifically here in the United States. It is trauma.
For sure.
And you couldn't fathom being a kid in these neighborhoods. So I don't even like when people, double down on certain points if you've never been there, if you've never experienced it. You don't understand, brother, being 13, seeing the shit that we saw, hearing the shit that we saw, family members going to prison, getting killed. This is at 13.
Oh, for sure.
Before our brain, and I'm no neurologist. Is that how you say that?
Neurologist, you're right.
I don't know how that computes, but I know that's not good to be 13 experiencing trauma like that.
Yeah, no, it's definitely different, especially when you're not taught on how to handle trauma. This is what that trauma could be the cause of all of the mental health issues that we're going through. Some you're not necessarily born with.
Right.
Some you develop, and if you have traumatic situations, it's literally PTSD. You don't judge somebody when they come back from the military and they got issues, right?
I want you to stay on that point.
Yeah, so those traumatic moments, we also don't give light to how to treat them because we don't consider PTSD as real. But that's probably why a lot of people that come out of the military get on drugs and this and that, trying to cope with stuff. A lot of just drug addicts and alcoholics are usually trying to fight something.
Right.
They say fighting demons. It's because those demons are in their mind and they haven't had a way to treat it. I'm not saying they're all treatable, and I'm not saying medication is the key. I'm saying it's a holistic approach of a lot of things you can do when you respect your mental health. And that's what it is, because you're not in control ever. If people can control their mental and their feelings, nobody will be heartbroken ever. Nobody would ever feel pain. You know what I mean? But when you can respect it, because if somebody passes away, you expect someone to be on tilt for a little bit, right?
Sure.
It's just as powerful when you go through another traumatic event, even if there was no death in the family or to someone close to you. Something might have died inside of you. So when you're grieving and you're going through your process, everybody's, oh yeah, it's part of the grieving process.
Right.
Sometimes we need to break out of this traumatic process that we done been through the same way, because if somebody get killed from getting shot or somebody got shot and stayed alive, both of those events are traumatic and they both deserve some sort of grieving and some sort of help, you know? So when you respect it, I think it gives you an opportunity to heal from it, to do things differently or not be so hard on yourself.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big, you know, factor on how people, you know, heal or get better.
Do you recommend therapy? Let me ask you that.
I think therapy is amazing in the right situation.
Gotcha.
And I also think that therapy is what you make it, right? So, like, even if you're not talking to a licensed therapist, part of what we're doing right now is therapeutic, right?
Well, that boy, boy, that's the shit I'm talking about. Yes, sir, go ahead.
Part of what we're doing right now is therapeutic.
Absolutely.
I can't sit here and tell you all these things that have helped me and things that I think I need to respect and own up to and blah, 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 without that hitting home for me.
Hey, bro.
So a lot of times you could be helping somebody. That's why they say the best way to learn is teaching someone else. Because if I'm sitting here telling you this is how you do this, now when I'm in your situation, it holds me accountable.
Right.
So it's therapeutic. I mean, washing dishes is therapeutic.
I love cleaning, bro. I'm at that age, bro. I love cleaning, bro.
I love a clean house.
I love cleaning, bro.
I'd rather have a girl come through and clean it. But
listen, that's a fact. But like, it's Friday night, y'all, so I'm gonna keep it gangster. When I get off, I'm definitely going home to clean the crib.
Yeah.
Just in case. I
might give you that happy playlist so you can vibe with it while you clean up.
I'm gonna get it before you leave, brother. I'm gonna get it before you leave for sure. That. So yeah, man. Like, it's like I say, bro. I love the message, bro. Like, and I mean, because I feel like growing up how we grew up, man, but to be, you know how it go, you know, we lucky to see 18, 21 coming in the ghetto. Those are milestones. Without
being dead or in jail.
Those, for anybody who's listening, I mean, this is a teaching episode. That's why I thank God that you came on, bro. And I'm really appreciative, not only because you're on the show, but it's the message you came with. I don't know nobody out here with a message like yours that's centered around something that I feel like is so important for men that look like me.
And I'm doing it unapologetically. You hear me? Like, I don't care what you think of me. I done told my whole story and said how bad it was, how low I was. Yeah. I'll still take your girl.
Yeah. Talk heavy. Yeah, don't get it fucked up.
But at the end of the day, I wanted somebody to be like, hey, I know that guy. I see him all the time. He's cool, you know. But he just mentioned that he going through what I went through. Like, it's everybody, bro. Like LeBron James, Kanye, these people, everybody, no matter how young, how old, and no matter how rich, how poor, we all have a brain, which means we all have mental health as a thing we have to balance, right? And sometimes it gets out of whack. I won't curse, but you get what I'm saying? When it's out of whack.
You can curse.
Okay, well, sometimes that shit get out of whack, and you gotta fix it. Yeah. And if you don't got the manual,
right,
how the hell you gonna fix it?
Talk heavy.
Or if you don't believe that it's even something to fix, you definitely can't fix it. Now we running through all these problems. We got all these strong black moms and strong black fathers that now feel like they're supposed to feel this shitty because that's what it means to be a strong, you know, black mom or a black father or black person in general. It's fake. You don't gotta be that strong. Strong is actually, you know, realizing what you're going through and accepting it and pushing forward. Yeah. You know, but sometimes we just don't got the knowledge. I'm not saying people doing it wrong. I'm saying the knowledge ain't there.
The knowledge not there.
It's like we don't got the library in our culture of mental health. Like, they left all those books for the other side.
And you think
we were okay with it.
There you go.
I know, but we were okay with it because we're like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
I got you.
It's something that needs to be talked about, and I want, you know, little girls to, or little kids, little boys, little girls to grow up being like, I would love to be a therapist. You know why, bro? Because I don't want to sit next to a 65-year-old white guy and me tell him about how it was growing up in Newark, New Jersey, and expect him to understand, and also expect him to understand what I need to hear to recover. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
It's like if I coach basketball and I never hooped. Like,
y'all need to stop that.
How we going? How we going to connect?
How we going to connect? And look, I'm going to look at a sidebar. Y'all know I love to do sidebars on I-70. For you coaches, watch your tone if you ain't never played, bro.
Right.
If you just coaching, you just coach, bro. Quit talking like you was that, because then, you know, this the internet.
We can look you up.
We can look you up, player. You wasn't that in high school. Quit barking, chirping like you was really dropping 30.
Right. No. And if you a fitness trainer, be in better shape than me. If we on the topic. But that's what I mean. Like, Like, it's hard to think about going to therapy when, you know, that's what it is. That's why black teachers are dope. Yeah. You know, it's like, wait, you're a teacher?
Man, we
know,
not
black doctor,
seeing.
Black cop. Wait, you're a cop? It makes you want to be that.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
because you're not used to seeing it.
Right. Now, all the people who went to therapy or anything like that, it was like a bad thing. We would joke him in school like, oh yeah, he got to go to his other class.
We thought it was weak. Listen to me.
Come on, bro. I'm a grown man, and I bet I could use some of the information they gave in that class now and utilize it and become better. Because that's what it's all about. Taking all your negatives, turning them into positives, and realizing that you're doing your best and loving yourself, bro. Yeah. I love myself right now.
Man,
you hear me?
Listen, I'm so glad he said, see, this is going to be one of them episodes. I just tapped into that at the end of last year and the beginning of this year where I'm like, bro, I love myself. And I say that to myself, bro. I love myself to where I want to look how I want to look, dress how I want to dress, and do what I want to do in life. I love myself that much, and I'm going to get that to myself.
I love myself.
Man, and listen, bro, this is a healthy conversation, bro, because what we doing, and man, you made a profound point, bro, when you said what we doing right now is therapy. So let's expound on that point. So you feel like all the trauma that go on in the black community, we speaking on black men, we could start fixing all of that through conversations like me and you having. So
only reason we're able to have these conversations is because we respect it. So that's why I keep bringing up that point, and that's why my brand is about the awareness, right?
Talk heavy.
Once we're aware that this is a thing, like when crypto came out, and people was aware of it, everybody was on Bitcoin, everybody was on Doge, everybody on Shiba Inu, all that, right?
It was.
And it's because...
I ain't do it.
He lying.
I swear to God, he did. I didn't do it. I was scared. Yeah. I was scared.
Well, the Staples Center is now the Crypto.com Center, so just think about that.
No, I mean, I'm telling you, I'm being honest. I was scared.
You want to know why you were scared? Because you didn't have the knowledge.
I didn't have the knowledge. I was afraid.
So,
he ain't lying.
And that's what it is. People are afraid of what they don't know.
Right.
So we're afraid of. This is a good statistic for you. Do you know for the first time?
We love facts over here at I-70.
For the first time in all of the time, black kids ages 7 to like 35 have the highest rate of suicide in America.
So we're gonna spin that back because I want to say that again.
Suicide.
Say that again one more time.
Ages 0 to 35.
Okay.
Black people have the highest rate of suicide for the first time ever in America, and it's been like that straight for 3 years.
3 years.
Now, what I'm telling you is that back in the day, growing up, let's say we're in high school, right? If you heard of someone committing suicide, I know this sounds bad, but you never thought it was a black kid.
It was a kid a grade below me who committed suicide. I won't say his name, obviously. He was a white kid. So to your point,
it's just like if there was like a major shooting event. I mean, and trust me, guys, I mean this just to make a point. Society thinks of it like, oh, it's probably some white guy.
For sure. That's what I would compute it to.
Correct. Yeah. Like when the DC sniper, we found out he was black, it was like, oh, whoa.
That shit fucked me up.
Right.
It was him and his son, bro. Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck?
Facts. So that was big on the East Coast because I was there. But anyway.
That's right. Oh.
Right. That was a big deal. So anyway, like the way...
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
No. I'm saying I was on a point. If you say one word, I'll probably get right back on.
I'm always gonna get you right back. So what we talking about is, see, look, and they got me drinking bourbon, so I ain't even drinking it.
I'm over here. I had a couple drinks, y'all. Y'all just stay with me. I'm gonna catch back up because that point that I was about to end on was gonna be solid.
But this is what you started with. You started it with letting us know the statistic of from 35. I told you I was gonna get him back. I'm cold at this shit.
He did.
I'm cold. Go ahead, bro.
So basically,
for the first time
ever, it's hitting our community heavier than the percentage of white people. And when I tell that to another black person, it always surprises them.
You shocked the shit out of me.
It surprises them. How are we winning at suicide when that was never the case?
Never.
It was never the case. So how come in the past 3 years we done surpassed that? And I think it's because we're the last people accepting that mental health is a thing. We're behind.
We behind. No, we behind.
We don't know about the crypto.
I knew about it, y'all. I was scared, bro.
They heard about the mental health, but they don't know enough, so they're not going to therapy. What
about all the motherfuckers losing money with the crypto though? Ain't the crypto world kind of fucked up right now?
They probably depressed.
Come get down with 21 Experiment, man. It might be something y'all need to hear over there over on the brand.
Listen, that was another thing. So a lot of people at first, when I dropped the brand, they was like, yo, maybe you should go to schools and talk to people at schools, or maybe you should go to churches and talk to people at church. I'm like, yo, when I was going through it, I wasn't at church. I wasn't at school. Like, I was in the clubs. I was partying. I was doing this and that. So that's why y'all see me out. That's why I post my people dancing and having a good time in the club, because I know what it looks like to be dancing your pain away. I know what it looks like to maybe drink a little too much because you don't want to feel. So I respect them just as much as the people who got it all together that I could maybe, talk to. If they in church, they at least got something spiritual behind them. Yeah. Why am I go talk to just them? So they was like mad, like, oh, you post people in the club. And I'm like, that's where the demons are.
That's where the demons are. No, that's where the demons are.
You get what I'm saying? So
I worked in the club for a few years. You see them demons.
I mean people fighting their demons, not demonic people. Let me make sure I say that. Look, we not on that. But I know that I'm not just trying to have the people who want to say they're about mental health buy my stuff. I want the people, when I bring it up, them be like, bro, I felt like that one time before. And those are the people that buy my hat on the spot. And those are the people that, no matter what they doing in the post. I had one guy, he at the strip club with my hat on. He made a post.
Yeah.
I shared it because I'm like, my brand, I'm not cutting nobody out. I'm doing this uncut, unrated with my people, unfiltered.
Unapologetic.
You feel me? I love myself and I love my people who support me. So whenever y'all send me something, I'm always going to show that love, and I'm always going to focus on the people who were the most like me. That's what I was going through. And I wish I had somebody that really looked me in the eye and was like, bro, you could talk to me about this. And I mean, like, let's chop it up for real. Like, maybe even lead with something that you're going through, so that we broke the ice. Like, we now got something we connect on. Yeah. To where we both feel like we know somebody's secret. So now we could actually chop it up and have that same rule that therapists can't tell anybody. Between homies, though.
Yeah, and you see it. Look how you brought it all the way back to the point to my question. The therapeutic part of it all. Me and you sitting down as black men, we sitting there, we having a conversation. Being vulnerable, being transparent.
That's necessary.
It's necessary, bro. All that hard shit. Like, I get it, bro, because we come from environments where you don't really get to choose. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You somewhat get lucky.
Right.
Am I keeping the gangster?
No, 100%.
You get lucky sometimes, bro, to make it out of these situations. I just said to y'all, and he from the East Coast, I'm from the Midwest. We both just said reaching 18, 21, 25 are milestones.
Getting a high school diploma
is a milestone. Huge. Where we come from.
I had to ask for extra graduation tickets. It was such a big deal.
You usually the first. My big brother, he went to K-State, played ball. He was the first one in my family to go to college. Right. That's my big brother who's a year older than me. He's the first one in the family to go to college.
My older brother was the first for me.
So you see what I'm saying, bro? These are
now I got a master's, but because of him. You see? Because of him. Shout out my brother. I love you to death.
Shout out big bro. Yeah. Shout out my brother too. Goddamn, I love you to death, nigga. Because honestly, I followed behind my brother. Yeah. He was a positive influence in the environment where it was nothing but negativity. Yeah. Bro say, I'm going to college. I'm getting the fuck up out of here. Yeah. True to his word, my brother done been around the world with this pro basketball shit. Yeah. And following him kept me, I always did this, like, okay, I'm going to get in trouble. Right. But I wanted to be like my big brother.
Exactly.
Man, shout out my nigga, bro. I love you, boy.
Yeah, I love that. Hey, shout out his big brother. Shout out Big Little.
Shout out Big
Shout out Big Little.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out my brother DJ Johnson, bro. That's my dog, bro. Like, that's my guy. And like, we need those positive, them positive figures in the area we come from. But right. So,
and to not hold you back, the best part of what you said there was being vulnerable. Yeah. Like, just to take it to another level, you know, when you have the best sex with a girl is when y'all both super vulnerable.
Hell yeah.
That's when, like, when you know, like, it's gonna be good.
You know she pulling out tricks.
Right. Like, and you trust her. And you trust her.
You trust her. We talked about that on one of my episodes.
Because she got to trust you, too.
She got to trust me, too.
And it's the best, even if it don't last the longest.
It don't got to. It don't got to. And I'm telling you now, it don't got to.
Listen, 12 to 13 minutes
is perfect.
Bruh. I say 12 because that's 21 backwards. Shout out
talk
21.
Heavy.
But that's all you need. But anyway, what makes that really good, what makes that, to bring this full circle, is because you're able to be vulnerable. You trust this person. You've given this person that openness to you, to hurt you, to make you feel some type of way, to make you happy. You can't have love without pain. Can't have light without dark. All these things matter. So when you're vulnerable, That's when you can really grow.
Yeah.
It's like basketball. I used to hate watching film on myself, right? Because now I'm like, I know what I did wrong.
Yeah.
But you got to watch it with the coach. Now you're sitting there, y'all both, and you already
should be the worst, bro.
Right, but then when you see it and you see it with someone, and you're like, all right, they want me to be better. I want to be better. They're showing me where I sucked at. You know what I mean? Pause. And now you get a chance to grow and learn. You feel me? But if you don't have no one around you, and that's why they say keep your circle small, because not everybody's gonna be this for you, and you don't want to be vulnerable around everyone. So when you got 2 or 3 strong people that you like, bro, I'm having the worst day ever. Let me tell you what's really going on. I don't care what it is. Like somebody you could be like, bro, my credit messed up. Bro, these student loans going crazy. Bro, my baby mom, she did this, this, and this. And them not look at you like, yo, you're a weirdo.
See, okay.
That changes everything, bro.
I like that because as black men, bro, we got to be better friends to one another, bro.
You got to be realer friends. I ain't talking about taking a charge.
Yeah.
I'm talking about taking a secret. And
I ain't heard no shit like this before.
Yeah, and actually helping that person out and understanding that you could be in that same position. I don't want you to put money on my books. I want you to make sure I don't go crazy to do something to where I get locked up.
Hold your boys down. You know, okay, we gonna because we need to clip that one up. Clip my boy saying that one. Don't take no charge for me.
Right.
Help me to where I don't get that charge.
Exactly, because I'm
That's
obviously
beautiful.
going through something crazy for me to do something to catch the charge. You hear me? Either my patience was low because I'm stressed out, or money is low and now I'm stressing myself out about everything else. But all these things could be helped if they got real people around them, real people that understand that, you know, me and you could be brothers. You know what I mean? I could be in the same position you're in, whether you are doing really, really good or really, really bad. You know, it's one bad decision away. And you need those people to keep you grounded. And that's what sports did for me. And then that once I stopped playing ball and I hurt my knee, it was like I didn't have that camaraderie. I didn't have have that coach, that mentor, that person that you could be like, hey, coach, you should have seen these girls last night. Yeah. And you get to chop it up with them, but you also, you know what I mean, have that coach where you're like, you could be real with, like, I really like her, man. Yeah, coach, I really like her. Like, what do I do? How do I ask her out? Like that real vulnerable feeling. Facts. You know, like these are things that we have with each other. But ain't nobody hosting a spades game no more, chilling, having a good time, chopping it up. Nobody, and I'm not talking about roasting each other and getting drunk and trying to rap. I'm talking about having that conversation about whatever's going on. But everybody share, bro. Just like AA or anything else, we all share. We all talk. Everybody got something going wrong. Everybody got something they could, you know, have gratitude towards, or you could, you know, cheers to type of thing. But we need to stop being in competition, man. And that's why I want to work with a lot of brands that's out here in KC.
See my dog out here with me. He blessed me coming through. And that's what and no bullshit, that's what he said to me. And this ain't no funny shit. This is what he said to me. He was like, hey, bro, I'm always interested in helping. When I asked him to be on the podcast, I'm always interested in helping another black brand, you know what I mean? And that's genuine because we need that, bro. And like
we're just a little behind. We're a little behind. I know a lot of, and that's no diss to no other races, you know what I mean? Because y'all see me around all types of people all the time. It's just more so you know, we've been behind. It's not as many black businesses. You know, when you do the ratio from white people to white businesses, black people to black businesses, we're in the hole, right? So it's just like if somebody does a food drive for people that are homeless and can't eat, it don't mean that they're not human. You know, they just have it worse, so we help them first. So we help
them out,
right. So it's like we're behind. We're behind on mental health. We're behind on black-owned businesses. We're behind on collaboration between black men and black women. I'm tired of it, yo. I'm tired of it. It's no reason we need to compete. I'm collaboration over competition 100%. We can compete like
collaboration over competition.
Facts.
Fuck you mean.
It's hard for people, you know. I've had people, they talk trash about me. I'm like, how can you talk trash about my brand at all when it's literally nothing?
Give us a negative comment. Just give us one for the fans.
Oh my God.
Give me one. That was a memorable one.
How can he be about mental health when he used to, you know, make other people have mental health issues, like on girls and this and that?
Oh, no, baby. You know, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
No, this is a guy that was saying that. But
bro,
he's
you ought to
cool
be ashamed of yourself. Why would you say that, bro? First of all, you dry snitching. First and foremost, you dry snitching. So that can't be respected whatsoever. You dry snitching.
Right.
Number two, why would you say that, bro?
You know what I mean? Because you can rock Adidas 24/7. You don't know nothing about them. You don't know what sweatshops they got. You don't got. All I'm doing is pushing the message. I'm no therapist, man. I'm not telling you how to live your life. I'm not telling you what you need to do. I'm representing a brand that has a message behind it because this message can help a lot of people
for sure.
Just like me. People start businesses around what they love, what makes them happy. I love hats. That's what I started. I can't just tell you guys to listen to me because I'm talking about mental health as if I'm some therapist. Mm-hmm. I created a product that's dope.
That's dope.
I created a product that's high quality, a product that's fashionable.
Yep.
And now, even if you don't care about the message, when you wear it, it's a walking billboard for that message, right? So at the end of the day, I wanted to take out any negative ways people could look at the brand. Like, how can you...
I'm trying to figure out how I could.
It's haters, baby. That's when I started growing.
Hey, look.
That's all
See,
it is.
look. And I want look. Shout out to Wallow267. He got the greatest. Wallow used to always say, "Haters is your marketing team. Let them work."
Oh my God, they working. You
haters
hear me?
is your marketing team, and they working because I'm telling y'all, just come visit.
Somebody made a whole Facebook page about me.
Nah, that's mental illness.
About the brand.
Yeah, that's mental illness to me.
To talk trash, but he was mad about a girl about some other stuff.
See, it's always back to the joint.
Right.
Like, bro, that's mental. Look, if you creating a fake page, I don't know what type of.
I'm just saying the marketing he was doing for me. He has some followers.
What?
I mean, the group of followers are the people that are a lot like him.
Absolutely.
So I need more haters on the team. Absolutely. Sign up. I got applications. DM me. I'll send them to you. But
accepting.
You feel me? It was hard to hear. Sometimes I would question myself like, yo, maybe I am out in the clubs too much, showing off the brand when, it's supposed to have a positive message.
Yeah.
But people have their own idea of what's positive, right? Everybody goes to bars and clubs.
For sure.
It's a whole like economy that surrounds itself around restaurants, bars, and clubs.
Yeah.
So it's not like people don't go.
For sure, lounges, all these different things.
You feel me?
I've been going to lounges lately,
But it was ideal for me, and I felt like it was in place for what I was doing, and that is why. Shout out L House, shout out Aura, shout out Mosaic, P&L.
Yes, sir.
And I don't say P&L a lot, but they let me in with my hats, and I'm telling you, it's such a big deal. Like I got an event on Saturday and on Sunday at L House. This Saturday, this Sunday at L House.
What's going on at L House?
Well, we're watching the game, but me and the homie that run Shop Ambition.
Okay.
We doing
Shout
a
out
pop
to Shop
up.
Ambition.
Facts. We doing a pop up there. So I'm having a bunch of the new bread hats out, which are moving so damn fast.
Hey, listen, them fucking bread hats is so cold.
I wish
bro.
I brought some in here. I will show y'all right now.
Them motherfuckers. Y'all gonna have to look.
They
Shout out
the,
to Instagram. Shout out to Instagram real quick.
Shout out IG.
Shout out IG. No, shout out your Instagram.
Oh, shout out my Instagram.
Absolutely.
At the 21 Experiment. And on Experiment, there's no E on the front. So 21 Experiment.
That way. Yeah, go check out them bread design. Because I remember the first time I seen them, I said, damn.
That shit pop.
Hey, bro, that shit pop.
Anytime
bro.
you drop black and red, though, it's like an easy one. It's like,
bro,
that wasn't
did
hard.
That, bro.
Thank
but you
bro.
did that, bro. I seen it like, wow. Like, look,
Yeah.
that. But you're right. That color combination is.
You can't go wrong.
Okay, so it's 2023, bro. Top of the year. Got a long year ahead of us. What is your goals that you don't mind sharing with the public for the 21 Experiment brand? Like,
Okay.
what is...
Well, one thing I say to myself in the mirror all the time and to my friends is I want my hats in lids right next to the Yankee hats. That's
Talk heavy.
I say it all the time because I'm manifesting in my own way.
Got to manifest. Daily affirmation.
I just want to see it right there, lined up, every color, match. Little hang tag on it to explain.
Yeah.
But honestly, in 2023, I want to inspire more people. I feel like once I started my brand here, and maybe this is just my mind going crazy, but I feel like it was a lot of other brands that were, up and coming, but like they started eating a little bit more. They started moving a little harder.
Yeah.
They started grinding a little more. I started seeing them. Now we're all keeping up with each other, helping each other. You felt it, right?
That's good.
That's just kind of how I felt. So I want to inspire more people, man. I want to work with more brands. And, I want the 21 Experiment to be the #1 hat in Kansas City if it's not already.
Do you know?
How would we know, right? I want it to be for the people. I want, like, people to fly here, like, say it's a Chicago Bears game playing here at Arrowhead, right?
Yeah.
I want people to go out in KC and be like, what are these damn 2 hats I see everywhere? Only when I come to Kansas City. That's what I want it to feel like. Okay. I want it to feel like Chance 3 hat in Chicago.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Shout out Chance 3.
I want to really put on for KC because this is where my mental health issues started. This is where I accepted all of it and chose to change. And this is where a lot of my friends that I know might have been going through it or still going through it, I can help them, the most.
Yeah.
But that's really the goal, man. I don't have any huge financial goal for the brand because it really ain't about that. I wanna work with a lot of people to inspire and help, but also, just see where it could take me, man. It's the sky's the limit.
Sky's the limit, bro.
You know what I mean?
Sky's the limit. I feel good, because and we coming up on the end of the show, and I want to say, me sitting down doing this podcast, bro, or starting to do I-70 was me. I didn't notice it, but it was me kind of healing in a sense, because I'm giving what I'm good at to the world, and it feels good, bro.
Exactly.
See how I did that?
Exactly.
And it feels great. Every smile that I make, y'all, like if you at home right now, you watching the episode with me and bro, if you smiled one time from anything I said, bro, I feel elated. Like I feel amazing, bro.
It's a satisfaction that you get from it. How you think now you know exactly how I feel when I see someone with my hat on. Like I made this hat. I drew that. I did that.
And you wanted to put it on.
You wanted to wear it that day with your fit and take that picture. Cause you think you look cool on that,
service is we are here to serve.
That's my love language for all you ladies out there.
Go ahead, bro.
Acts of service, man.
Acts of service.
You don't even gotta do nothing. Just listen to me chat. Talk about.
That's what
everything.
I be wanting. I want to just sit there and just listen.
Right.
Just be an ear, because I can talk all day. As you can see, me and bro, we both like to talk.
Exactly.
Just be there so I can put this weight on you.
Right. Remind me to eat if I'm going too hard and I haven't eaten yet. Like bring me some food. You feel me? I'm gonna take care of you after that. Don't worry about it.
And see, look, that's what they be missing out on, bro. They want a certain thing from us men, but baby, you got to sing life into me too.
Exactly.
We ain't no
be
different.
My piece so that I could show you who I could really be, and ain't nobody stopping who I could really be. If I got that feeling where I feel safe with the person I'm with, and they got my back, we teammates, I'll take the fuck. You hear me?
Take the fucking world over. See, ladies, look, ladies, we gonna get this one right. This gonna be the one that sent us viral, ladies. Be my piece, because I've always said with the right woman, I feel like Superman.
Every Superman had the right woman. He even had Lois Lane's.
He had Lois Lane's, bro. Yeah, come on, man.
Be my piece, Be my piece and watch me take the fuck off.
And look, ladies, this ain't no. I seen the numbers today. We're going to end it on this. I seen the numbers. I need more of y'all on the team, bro. I got my fellas because I had to let my fellas know we got a voice. That's why I got bro on here.
Right.
But I want y'all here too, bro, because this is a learning experience. But I-70 podcast is where it's educational shit. We here to learn, do different things. I got bro in to talk about mental awareness. Nobody else in KC is getting an interview like this.
I appreciate that.
I'm stamping that.
I appreciate that.
No, I ain't seen a brand like his. I see a lot of brands. Don't get me wrong. I don't know me personally, and I'm not in with the get down. His message, bro, is the most potent. Like it touches the most people, because where we come from, bro, this right here, what we talked about today is what's needed.
Yeah.
We do a lot of killing of other kings in our communities that we come from, bro, and it's not discussed. We got kids who 13, 14 committing murders.
Or suicide.
Or suicide, for that matter. Now we learned today how suicide is on the rise in the black community. I didn't know that.
The highest it's ever been in the last 3 years.
2023, the highest it's ever been
in the black community.
In the black community.
And maybe I was just naive, but in my mind, I'm like, we got to be the lowest.
We got to be. I thought so too.
Unless it was like overdose or something, I'm like, okay. But I mean, like legit, just write a letter, commit suicide.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be sensitive here, but I'm like, I never expected that to be the highest in the black community.
Me neither, bro.
And it's been like that for the past 3 years, and nobody is really talking about it. Yeah. And I know what we like to do. I know, how we like to dress. I know things that are staples in our community, like a hat.
Like a hat.
So
staple in the black community. A black man's hat.
What?
It's so potent.
Even when you get older and you get the nice hats with the feather in it. You feel me? You go to church.
Kango joint.
Yeah.
That hat is
always been. Always been. The Kango bucket with Slick Rick and Run DMC and all them. Like, it's always been a part of the fits and a part of our culture and our fashion. So I'm just trying to find a way, to do my part.
Yeah.
Using what I know, and I'm just trying to do that unapologetically. I'm gonna make some mistakes. I might do some things that might rub people the wrong way, but if they know where my heart at, like I've already admitted to everything. I was on the news, 41 KSHAB. KSHB. Shout out them.
Shout
by
out
the way.
them. Shout out
First
them.
one to put me on
there.
the news to
Absolutely.
get me started for Black History Month last year, because February 1st is the anniversary.
What we
date.
doing for Black before we get up out of here? Are we? Cause listen, now look, this gonna drop before February get here.
Right. I got some things. I got some things in the work for Black History Month, but to be honest, these hats were supposed to last at least till February 1st.
Oh,
I don't think they will. You know, and that's why they're red too. You know what I mean?
There you go.
So they won't.
They won't.
Which is a good problem to have.
For sure. One of the good problems.
But also, you know, Black History Month, we're going to talk about that, you know, all throughout the month, especially with mental health.
For sure.
But I won't have a new colorway until March.
Okay.
And that's just from planning.
Yeah.
And it takes a long time to get them from my supplier. So
this high quality shit. This ain't no shit he went
I'm
goddamn
not
me.
putting
He
my
go to
name
troops to
on
get this.
something that's not. I didn't even recreate a New Era hat. My hats last longer than New Era. They look better than New Era.
They look better.
I'm telling you, the fabric on it, my company name, all stitched through it. Man, don't get me started.
Look, that'll be a whole nother episode for bro to really break down
Right.
the 21 experiment and then the
As a hat.
As a hat.
As a hat.
We'll go into
the quality,
it.
the structure, the dimensions, everything that I chose, the way the crown is a little bit higher. These are things that's just the same style of hat almost became a popular trucker here recently. Throw your Bass Pro hats away if you do have one, but I am
Throw
talking
them
about Bass
away.
Pro. You know what I mean?
Throw them away.
They don't even like us in their store.
They don't even like us in their store.
They don't even like us in their store.
Yeah.
Have you ever went to a Bass Pro? You feel like people staring at you? Because I do.
Listen, I ain't been to Bass Pro in a minute because it don't seem like ain't nothing in there for the
I
bud.
don't do nothing with Bass at all.
Now look, Bass, I don't want y'all to see this and feel like we fronting on y'all.
Facts. Let me take that back. Let me not mess up people who do like Bass Pro. I'm just saying, Black people are known for making things cool, and we made it a trend just recently. Last summer, everybody had a Bass Pro hat on,
Facts.
and they've never been in the store.
Y'all gonna start giving us our motherfucking credit though.
Once we make it cool, it's cool.
And look, once again, we ain't gonna expound too much. That's another episode. Y'all, we're gonna end the show with that though. Y'all motherfucking brands gonna start giving us our credit.
You
We
hear
making
me?
y'all shit cool.
Making
and that's
it.
from the top, from Balenci, Gucci, Jordan.
It don't matter.
Pay it
if
back,
we
bruh.
if we say it's popping,
It's popping.
you hear me?
We set the standard on what cool is.
We
Fuck
do.
what you heard.
We do.
We had you motherfuckers dabbing and all that shit. We had old white men dabbing like a
Facts.
motherfucker. We set the standard. Y'all
Same
gonna
with
start
TikToks. The TikTok creators, man, they all took it from somewhere else. All the top paid. Never mind. We ain't gonna
Look,
do that.
look. What I'm gonna do? Look, we gonna get the fuck up out of here. But I'm gonna get a black panel together in this motherfucker, and we gonna put a big ass whiteboard behind me, and we gonna run off the shit we made
Right.
cool.
And it ain't like a racist type of thing.
No.
It's just it's a fact.
It's a fact.
It's a fact. Once we make it cool, it becomes cool to everybody.
Facts.
And it's usually, some other race making money behind it at the end of the day. But that's why we do business with other black-owned businesses. Not because a white business can't do it, but because we know we're a little bit behind.
And we need
and
to
as
help
long
each
as
other.
we accept that, it'll be collaboration over competition. So anytime you want me here, Mr.
Collaboration.
Little, I will pull up.
When we pulling up, man,
Any-
because this is what's needed, bro. Because at the end of the day, it's some conservative folks who feel like, they should pull themselves up. You know what? We need each other. I need bro. He need me.
Facts.
We need each other. What you say, bro? What's the message?
Collaboration over competition.
Over competition, bro. That's the best way to put it. So look, man, we finna get up out of here, bro. Listen to me. My boy, I just want to thank you, brother.
Yeah, man.
My boy Tre Hill for coming through, spreading his positive message that I don't see. Maybe this will start something, bro. Maybe
Hopefully.
this will start more conversation where black men are sitting down talking because we get each other. But man, I really appreciate you for coming through the podcast, bro. My dog Tre Hill. Shout out the brand one more time.
At the 21 Experiment, baby. And
One more time, because I was in the resource room and everybody who's like me, I want them to get it and catch it again.
So it's the 21 Experiment. No E on the front of Experiment, so it's just Xperiment. So the 21 Experiment, that's on Twitter, that's on Instagram, that's on Snapchat. That's the website, the21experiment.com. Everybody asks me where to get the hats. It's the link in the bio, the21experiment.com. Order it. It ships out in 2 to 3 days. I got a bunch of colorways, but when they gone, they gone. So get them while they hot.
Or you can run up on look, or you can
catch me outside. How about that?
You beat me to it, bro. Or you could come to KC. Run up on bro, because he gonna have them with him. He got them in the trunk right now.
Always.
He gonna have them with him. So you could take a little trip. Hey, look, the Chiefs doing what they doing.
Right.
They may be going to the Super Bowl. Oh, hold on, before we get up out of here, KU fans, I wore this for y'all. Yeah.
I am not a K-State fan.
Listen,
Do not
and it don't
associate
matter.
me with
It
him
don't
at all.
matter. We bust y'all ass. Y'all can't see us in football, and we just bust y'all ass in basketball.
We'll see what happens in
Shout out to
tournament.
Bramblage. No, y'all may get us in the Big 12 championship, and we don't care because all we can say is when y'all was number 2, we knocked y'all ass off.
That's a fact.
We don't care, and I'm glad bro talked basketball. We didn't even get
yeah.
into the basketball talk because the point was too.
We got time at another time. You
For
feel
sure
me?
that. For sure
I'm
that.
gonna be back. I'm gonna be back.
Hell yeah, he gonna be back. I'm gonna wait till my dog get real big. You know what I'm saying? Pause, and then I'll be like, hey Brody, come one more time and fuck with the boy.
Yeah,
But listen, I want to thank y'all for listening. Everybody who gonna like and subscribe. I want to thank all my dog fans who over here checking it out in regards to him. All my fans, but I want to say go follow his movement, period, because it's way bigger than anything. You know, the message he's spreading, bro, is gonna save us in the black community, bro.
Facts.
And that's just how I feel.
Facts. And I feel the same way. I'm
That's how
glad
I
you
feel.
said that.
That's how I
So
feel.
yeah, please follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Twitter, all that at the 21 Experiment. No E on the front of Experiment. I will say that again. But just thank you, man. I appreciate this,
My dog.
Mr. Little.
Yes, sir.
You hear
And
me?
we gonna get up out of
Mr.
here,
Little,
bro.
but he real big.
You
Pause.
heard me?
feel
Because listen, because it's Friday night. Me and my bro already.
I'm
been
going out
sipping.
tonight.
I'm going out tonight.
And I will have my hat back on me. You feel me? You want to know the worst thing is? You ever be around somebody who smoke weed or something, and you like, bro, you got some weed? And they're like, nah, I got to call my boy.
Facts,
Or
facts,
nah.
no.
It's like, bro, if this what you do, if this what you sell,
Gotta have it with you.
Have it on you.
Hey,
I got the pack on me.
and the weed
At
dealers,
all
y'all
times.
got till February because them dispensaries finna open up. So y'all got time. Yeah, y'all need to get y'all rapport right with y'all customers.
You better, I got to switch to something.
Gotta switch to something, baby. But look, thank y'all for tuning in for another episode. This is episode 4. Make sure y'all like, subscribe. You
Big
know what I
facts.
mean? Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yeah,
Build
shout out your podcast. What's
Listen,
the name of
man,
it?
listen,
Talk about it.
See, look, he giving me media training right now. Check my dog. You know he in them sales. Look, shout out to everybody over at No Solutions Auto Podcast.
Facts.
I-70 Podcast. It's your boy, Jonathan Little. Follow me at J Little 5512. 5512. Shout out to my grandma's house. That's where I nigga grew up at.
Hey.
St. Louis, Northside, Walnut Park,
Yeah.
5-4.
Yeah,
We
talk
had
your
to run that
shit.
motherfucker off real quick. Shout out to my dog for coming through fucking with the boy. And we out this bitch.
Facts.